Hello everybody, this is my first live broadcast, so maybe something will not go okay, but let's try. I notice that I have illumination for my desktop, but not illumination for my face, so I'm dark and hello everybody. The board is slighted, so I think to fix this I'll add a light for my face. So I pick it. These are light bulbs. This is a screen. Teapot and lamp holder. It's been a while since I moved from Lombardy to Puglia. Ciao Walter, ciao Gabriele. Ah, thank you, Zeta. I look better once I tap more. I plan to mount some electronic boards live. I hope that's interesting. Otherwise, we'll try something different. So. I've used this tripod last time, 2 years ago. It was before pandemic. Then I moved to a different site, and since then I had to sort out all orders first, and then finally I want to start a live video again. Let's see. I have 2 lights up here, so I think I need 3 for my face. So. Okay, I put this right behind the camera. Okay. This should be better. Okay. So I'll get rid of all this stuff here. I'm adding 1 more light. Ah, I like this more. Grazie mille ancora Paolo, e che ti ringraziamo. Grazie a te Walter. Oggi monto delle schede Upper Console stagione 3.4 perché ne ho spedite 2. A scorta ne avevo 2, quindi sono a 0 scorte, ne monto altre 2, così manteniamo il livello scorte. Quindi, faccio vedere, qui ci sono i semi lavorati in questo scaffale. Quindi Upper stagione 3.4, dov'è? Questa è la 3.4. Non è male che sono ordinato, è sparita. Switch for lower, per 3.4, la diversa. Ok, questi sono semi lavorati, significa schede mezze montate, mezze no. E quindi per l'Upper 3.4 abbiamo i circuiti stampati in cui i componenti SMD sono già montati. Gli SMD sono già montati mentre i True Wall mancano. La Upper stagione 3.4 sono 2 pezzi. Montiamo 2 coppie. Prima cosa faccio ispezione visiva se le saldature sono a posto. Perché è più comodo mentre hai solo SMD lavorare sulla scheda, se hai già i True Wall è più scomodo lavorare sugli SMD. Ok, poi per la stagione 3.4 per console ho 2 tipologie di colori. Faccio vedere sul sito. C'è la versione arcobaleno Rainbow. I'm talking Italian, maybe I should talk English. I'll talk both. This is the rainbow version where I mount different colors. It was used in some episodes. And this is the red and yellow version, which was used in some other episodes. Most customers prefer the rainbow for a variety of colors. The 2 that I sold were rainbow, so I built rainbow. So I need 3 green, 7 red big backlights and 10 small yellow backlights. Times 2 because I'm building 2 sets. So in this section of the I have raw material. So let's take big backlight and a small backlight. Kevin Knight, ciao, this is where my kit was born. I am anxious to see what you're showing today. Yeah, this is my first live show ever. I'm happy that you catched it. You're the first one ever people watching a live show in here. And feel free to make suggestions. So I need big battery lights. I need 7 green for each board, so 14 pieces. That's 4. That's 5. That's 14. Maybe I zoom a little bit. Okay, maybe. So I have 14 of these. Doesn't matter the orientation because they are symmetrical, but I prefer orienting them all the same way. Un controllo generale sul biscotto. Per il live stream è meglio se faccio domande di interesse generale anziché assistenza a questioni specifiche, quindi mi scrivi una mail a paolo@ideegeniali.it e ti rispondo in privato. Però già ti anticipo che non è che puoi fare, cioè il controllo se il cablaggio è stato fatto correttamente si fa segnale per segnale, cioè c'è l'alimentazione, vedi se le schede accendono, e poi i vari sensori auto, le frecce, gli abbaglianti, giri motore, velocità macchina, livello benzina, pressione olio, che è rimasto, voltmetro. Si controllano una per volta queste cose, e quindi in base a quello che non funziona sai già qual è il filo che non è a posto giusto. Però mi scrivo una mail, ti do più dettaglio. Poi servono 6 rossi che ho preso adesso. Ora, per tenerli ben allineati questi componenti, questi grandi praticamente si allineano da soli. To keep all these parts aligned, the big ones self-align themselves because they have lots of pins for lots of holes, and even if you try rotating them, they don't move much because there's a big distance between extremes. While the small parts tend to rotate a lot because they are smaller, so the same allowance on the hole gives a higher degree of rotation. So to align those, you need to align them. I can just flip the board. I use spare PCB not to have them fall down like this. Once you flip them, you can slide it away. You are okay. But I want them perfectly aligned, and I was thinking of something. I have LED inserting mask for round LED LEDs. Voglio allineare perfettamente questi componenti, anche se questi grandi si allineano praticamente da soli, quelli piccoli non tanto. Io uso maschere di inserimento LED per i LED tondi, ve le faccio vedere. Questa per esempio per il taco stagione 1-2, questa per lo sfido, dummy display. Questi cerchietti tengono i LED allineati, mentre per la stagione 3-4 allineo a vista, però volevo allineare meglio e quindi mi è venuta un'idea. In pratica realizzare una maschera con rettangoli per tenere i componenti allineati mentre il saldo. I want to realize a LED aligning mask for season 3-4 while I mount them. So the idea is to use a piece of wood and just a Lasercut mask for the LEDs. Voglio usare un pezzo di legno e fare una maschera che tenga i LED allineati rettangolari. Quindi prima cosa serve la misura del componente. Questo è specificato 10x20 mm. Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, I always use templates for round LEDs. I never used for rectangle LEDs. I'm trying today live. This is specified 10 by 20 millimeters by King Bright, which is the manufacturer, but they have tolerances, so they can not be exactly 10 by 20. This one is 10.08 and .10 by 20.1 again. So these are slightly bigger than specified because they have tolerances. But I noticed on the same batch they are more or less the same size. But I need a different mask for different lot, because if you have round LEDs, just make the hole smaller, it self-centers. For this I can't, so when I change batch I have to do another mask. I'm going to make a mask for this. I'll show in software. This is a software for doing Lasercut, and you can just, it's mostly a CAM, it's not a CAD, but you can draw something like this. It's 10 by 20 this part. Then if you draw 10 by 20, it will end up bigger, because laser will eat something and make it bigger. There's a curve parameter when you're cutting here, it compensates. But since I'm not sure about curve, I will use another approach. I will just make a bunch of those. Yeah, let's align to the grid first. Yes, then make a lot of those. 5 by 5, yeah. Like spacing 20 by 30. 15 by 25, okay. Now that I have a bunch of those, I put labels. Let's see. This is specified 10. So I want to go 10.1, one more, and 9.9, one less. No, let's not do like that. Let's do these rectangles. I'm gonna cut them, then I'm gonna label them. Way too big, yeah. Way too small. Ah, correct size, okay. So I want the middle one to be the specified length of 10 millimeters, but and then more or less that, and then I'll test on the physical product, on the physical cutout if it fits. So I want something like that. The sides here to be 9.8 millimeters, 9.9, 10, 10.1, 10.2, and then see if it fits. Since I know the laser will enlarge on both sides, I have to, yeah, I get rid of this one, duplicate this one, okay, so this one I'll draw 9.9 millimeters, but it'll end up bigger, so around 10. That's what I hope. On this side, We have 20 millimeters specified sides. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. So this one I hope to be exactly 20. So I'll draw it 19, not 9, 20, 20.1, 19.8. These are just labels that I'll engrave for reference. Oh, then I must specify same sizes. So all these rectangles with depth 10.1 millimeters, all those 9.9, all those 9.8, all those 9.7, Is your suggestion you bought a micrometer like mine? Oh, Kevin, I didn't remember suggesting you a caliper. This is more a caliper than a micrometer. Micrometer have a wheel, so you can exercite same force on the part. Here the force is how much you push, so it's not as much repeatable as a micrometer. That's why this is called caliper, but it's more faster use the caliper than the micrometer. As a first purchase, it's better a caliper. So I'm just doing a first laser cut to determine what size fits well on the wood material. I'm almost there. I changed vertical sides. I change horizontal sides now. 19.7, 8, 19.8, 19.9, 20, 20.1, and this is for the big. This is for the big part. I need the same thing for the small part. This one. Let's do this. Duplicate. And just change height, not all together, but like this. 9.7, no, 5.7, 5.8, 5.9, 5.0, 5.1. It all makes sense once I build this. Huh? Be patient. 5.8, 5.9, exactly 5, 5.1, and let's align. Click, nudge. That's good for my purpose. Okay. So the red lines will be cut. Le linee rosse verranno tagliate, invece le linee blu saranno incise. Green lines are to be engraved, red lines to be cut. I write what it is, so I remember. Scrivo cos'è così che me lo ricordo. Upper console season 3-4 LED inserting mask. Too long, so upper console season 3-4 LED LEDs mask. Okay. Preview? No. So then I have my material library and wood. Assign, so red line will cut and score. Assign. Now blue lines will engrave and red line will cut. Let's check a preview. Looks good. Then another rectangle to cut off of the material. No. Yes. Red. Okay. And this must cut last. I think it already sorts it how to cut it last. Yes. Good enough. I want it bigger. Looks good. Let's save this one. At mask season 3-4. Alright. How much does it take to engrave this? 44 minutes. Let's go to the laser. So I need a rassis first. And a piece of wood. Focus. Now let's see where on the laser I'm going to engrave it. On the right side, absolute coordinate, let's frame this as a result line. Frames. Now I have to move to the left. And now Alright, then I can cut. I started with engraves, so I hope you can see them. No, not quite. It starts with engraves and then does the cuts. These are the engraves. Close, let it go, so I can remove my goggles when it's closed. Okay. Now we leave it doing its stuff and I solder this one. Okay. And one went away because I flipped it too much. Remove. Yeah, you don't solder all the pins at the same time because they can move. So better solder just 2 pins per component, and then you can no focus. You can adjust. I use this spool holder. Yeah, for the SMD parts I have stencils and then pick and place machine and a reflow oven. For the through hole parts I don't have wave soldering, so I hand solder. Now, there could be issues because PCB can warp, so you stay flat here, but you don't stay flat versus PCB. Or you solder the first component raised, and then it pushes up, all parts are raised, so you have to check. You can see the left side they are flat. On the right side, they are raised. This is not acceptable. If you solder everything, it's difficult fix. If you just solder 2 points, it's an easy fix. You just push and redo the 2 solders, and you can hear a click, and it will sit flat. This one was already good. So we had a click, we are confident they are almost okay, but must check again. Yeah, I don't trust my eyes. Since age of 40, I don't trust my eyes a lot. So I use magnifying glass. Better check. Sometimes I joke, I say this is my AOD, which stands for Automated Optical Inspection, which they use at electronic boards manufacturing. It's an automated process. This is my AOD, which is not automated. Another joke, it's you do optical component alignment. Yes, I do it optical. Now I'm confident about being flat and being aligned. I check for rotations like that, but you don't have them for bigger parts like those. When I'm confident, I solder all the joints. I need a remote for this camera. Okay. The hand stays always in the way, no matter what you try with the camera setup. And this is the boring part. I hope it's interesting. Maybe I'll do a speed up video once this live finishes. This section can be used for ASMR. When you have repetitive sound and images, they are supposed to relax you. I don't mount this, I want the LED aligning mask for this, but I can mount the big ones on the other board. So one done, one to go. Have you seen this shot earlier? So let's change shot. Oh. Okay. I need a motorized camera with the remote. Maybe one day. So let's use this shot. And then the clicks to make them flat on the board. Click, click. Click. This one is to clean it. Well, the method is a wet sponge, but it does a thermal shock on the soldering iron tip. New method is get rid of excess solder by this, and then clean with the metal, not water, because it gives less thermal shock to the tip. The tip lasts longer. impurities will accumulate on the tip. If you don't clean it, you leave impurities on the board. And then you can clean with isopropyl alcohol, but if you remember not to leave debris, you don't have to clean. Yeah, it's ASMR. Yeah, thank you. If you I can build one if you will not see that. There are episodes where it was all red. And there are episodes where it was red and green. And there are episodes where they applied a red filter on the camera or in post-processing, in post-production. And green looks like it's turned off. Because if you apply a red filter on a green light, you don't see the light. So on this one, these are red, these are green. If you apply a red filter on the camera, you see these three on and these look off. I made 3 screw terminals so you can switch them off. So if you don't have a red filter, you can mimic the same effect as in the episode by turning this off. Okay, let's check the laser. I need goggles before. I need safety. What is it? I need safety goggles before opening it. Better to just take it. Can't see with this green filter. Where is it? So he did the cuts on the upper part and he's doing the cuts on the lower part. So he's more than halfway through. I have a slow laser. Meanwhile, I can do this. Let's check the colors. I think it's green, yellow, and then red. I'm not totally sure. It's green, then yellow, then 6 red pieces. So I need 2 green. reminder is yellow, is red. Oh, I don't have more. I'm joking. This is the last of this tube. And I have more tubes from the same production lot. This is a split this enough to throw it away because my bags are not that big. Those also self-align. They just push against each other. You don't really need this one, because you can go to the border and then flip. Magic. You pick them, keep them, go to the border and flip. They don't go away. Tony J, hi Paolo, good to see you. Thank you, Tony. Is that Anthony? Because you wrote me an email a year ago. I didn't reply because I was overwhelmed by moving to a new place and lots of orders for last Christmas. If that's Anthony, I will reply to your email. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Is that Anthony? Because I love a big shout out if that's Anthony. Oh, that's Anthony. Anthony is a great guy. He's shipped me some presents. He developed the power distribution model to work with my boards. He was very supportive and telling me what to improve on my boards, and also at making compatible products. Was there when I needed it. So thank you very much, Anthony. time, after I mount these boards, waiting for laser, I'll show some of the fix you gifted me. Automated optical inspection, which is not automatic, just optical inspection. This is magnified optical inspection. Yeah, I tell you what I fix. See this one rotated. I don't like it, so I rotate it. It needs to be rotated counterclockwise. This one. You can't be tough, but you can be good enough, because they are not exactly the same size, because they are built to tolerances. They will never align perfectly. They can align within 0.1 millimeters, like this. Bona fide, that's Latin, cybernetic technicians. Nobody called me like this, but I'm very grateful. I like all the cyberpunk stuff, and I'm a technician, of course, and Anthony is as well. And bona fide, I don't know whether you use that word. I think it means we are good guys, so thank you. This was a science fiction show of the 80s. Maybe it was not cyberpunk, but almost. And when building stuff for replica cars for the show, I feel like living in a science fiction movie. I mean, this stuff that comes, it looks like having popped up out of a science fiction movie, of a cyberpunk movie. I just wanted to live in that universe. Bradley Edwards, welcome to the live stream. I just bought some of your cash electronics. Can't wait to use your quality workmanship. Thank you, Bradley. What's cash electronics? Dashboard, oh okay. Cache dash, oh thank you Tony. I can spot spell errors in Italian, it's hard for me to spot them in English, yeah. Scotty, thank you. I love this guy. It's always enthusiastic, which I'm not. He is. The good guy are coming. CB 2022. Hello. I didn't expect so many followers on first live stream. Negative or positive? Parts from another vendor was gifted and sure we'll work together. Mostly negative, but it depends on the signal you're referring to. I think you can mix pretty... If you really was to route a signal between a vendor which does positive shifted, positive switched and another that does negative switched, you just add a relay. But I think you don't need, because take a signal, left turn. Either you attach to a speedo by ideegeniali or you attach to a speedo by the other vendor, so it will work. I don't think you'd really need to route between two vendors. You have a great deal on your plate. Thank you. Hard to remain enthusiastic. If you don't remain enthusiastic, you show like a being. So you regretted that. Bradley, so there is definitely a solution. It can be just as simple as wiring some signal to one vendor board and other signal to the other vendor board. And the worst case scenario, you need some relays in between. But 80% of times of what you would need to do, you don't need any more parts than the boards. There are lots of mixed replicas out there with parts from different vendors, and it's never an issue, not a big issue. I'm a superstar. Yes, the halo effect of YouTube. I'm a normal guy, but when you decide to do live streaming, you become a star, sort of, or not. I wanted to do this for such a long time, but never had the confidence to do. I felt okay today, and I just did it. Thank you, Brad. Okay. If you want to Yeah, I think that was a general topic, so I was read live. If you want specific help for your case, you can write me an email. That's Paolo, Paoo. I write it. And just list the boards you want to purchase from ideegeniali, the boards you want are already on from another vendor, and I'll give you an answer for your specific case. Forgot to do one wide angle and one up angle. I'm almost finished. Yeah, for real close-ups I need a small camera. I've seen some YouTubers. The small camera you take on the hand and just go over the products. Let's see what this live stream ends up in the future, if I like it. I'm enjoying it so far. Now these two bars just miss screw terminal and testing. So let's do that. Back to the storage. Where is it? Back over there. I have two terminals here. That's raw material over there. That's half-built boards. This is the laptop. Changes planet. I go with the stream of life. Every time I plan something, life brings me elsewhere. Also, sales dictate what I build. So it's Also, if I have plans, I do have plans, but I share them and I don't do them. Then people get mad. So let's just go in all surprises mode, which is better for everybody. I I do have plans. One plan was this live stream, but I didn't say because I was not sure to do them. But I did today. So expect good things. Huh? Yeah. Now it's snippety snappity time. I use these hand tools for like 10 years. And I wear 2 of them and bought 2 more. These are very durable. I could wear it because I did a lot of soldering. And my wrist started a little bit of age, not much, because they are quality tools made in Italy. It's by Pier Giacomi. You can snip. Huh? But same brand, Pier Giacomi, does a pneumatic cutter like this. And this saves my wrist because I do the command on the air. There's a piston here. And hard job is done by air. And also the mechanical back kick is held by this part and not by my wrist. So this saves my wrist, so I can build more boards in the future years. And it's a pleasure to use. Let's go here. It's not my position. Then you need 45 degrees. Caribbean island, People will follow me there and ask me to build kit birds. Yeah, I want to show you a feature of this. If you go all the way, it does full power. If you just at the start, it has an air vent here, and it does small power, so small power that it doesn't cut. So you can check where you are cutting. Now small power, it stays there but didn't cut. Then big power cuts. Small power, oops, sorry, small power, big power. So you can be sensitive even if it's pneumatic. It doesn't have force feedback to be sensitive, but it has force adjustment. Okay, I think laser is done. Let's check. Yeah, it is. Let's see what it is. So this is just to test what sides to do the holes. Yeah, I needed this piece. I'll show you what for. So with this piece I check what size to make the holes, do all the parts stiff, but not that stiff that I cannot insert them. So so we have 9.7, 9.8. I'm sorry for who uses inches, but this part is specified in millimeters, so I went with millimeters. 9.9, 10.0, 10.1 millimeters on this side. Then the laser will make the hole bigger because it has curve. So this can be anywhere from 10.1 to 10.3 on this side. On this side, same thing. 19.7, 19.10, 19.9, 20, 20. So this is the bigger hole, this is the smallest hole. So here it fits. Oh, wow. I was hoping to be around the center, but I'm actually over here. So I need the bigger hole, the biggest hole. Yeah, doesn't fit here, fits here. So yeah, I will use these two measures for the hole, for the lead inserting mask for this part. Let's see the small ones. This is yellow. This is the biggest hole, they fit comfortably. This is the smallest hole, they don't fit. And if I move like this, I can check this side. Fits, doesn't fit. Once I found this side, I can light up for this other side. Fits, doesn't fit. So it's either this or that. This makes for a very tight fit. This makes for a comfortable fit. I'll use this one and this one. So this was just to check sizes. Now I know the sizes for the lead inserting mask and I can draw the mask. So let's move to software. Okay. So this was the good hole. I duplicate it and take a side. And this one was the good hole. I duplicate it and take a side. This was the right mask. I save it as version 1 and then start editing version 2. Okay. I don't need this. I need kit project, season 34, upper, tamponate, eagle. Yeah, this is the electronic board. I could draw in here. I can draw here and then export the XF, then use the CAM software to do the mask, but it's just faster to just redraw what I need in the CAM directly. Click info. This is 6.5 by 2 inches. So let's switch to inches for the Americans out there. Rectangle 6.2 by 2, 6.5 by 2, 6.5 by 2. Yeah, that's the size of the board. I just put on the lower left corner to 0, 0. Yes, so I have the same coordinate system in the both cards. Here the region, and then this one move around center. The center of this part is here. I can just read the coordinate like this. .55.65. So position .55.65. That's the position. The position on this part is .55 1.65. Around center .55 165. Look. I can do the mounting holes also. It's just a circle. That's millimeter. I can switch to millimeters, so this software lets me just type in 3 mm. I convert to inches on the fly. Position I remember is .15. Yes, so .15. .15. That's the position of the hole. Duplicate. And the y coordinate is 1.85. 1.85. Select both. Oops. Select both. Duplicate. Y x coordinate 6.35. X 6.35. And we have the 4 mounting holes. Now we need an array of those two. They are evenly spaced, so I just measure from center, no? From center, yes, to center. Length is 0.6 inches. So I just replicate those 10 times. From center to center, plus .6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the background grid. Yes. So this should be the mask. I can cut it on the laser now. It's the side of a board, so I'll just use a bar to see if it fits. I hope live stream didn't end. I hope my camera didn't end. And I hope it fits here. Looks like it does. There's room here. Yeah, perfect. So let's just align it. Okay. These are dangerous. If they stick out like that, they can interfere with the head, so it's better to remove them. And now it's a matter of telling to the laser where to do the job. Frame it. So I rotate it approximately here, then frame it. I'm trying to get used to this optics. Slightly to the left and down. Left. Left and down. Up. No, I just okay, good to go. I'll just add the descriptive name. Descriptive name like this. Season, no, season prefer after 10 let insert mask goodbye. Delete. This is an engrave, not a cut. Let's change layer. Let's rotate. Align horizontally centered, yes, to nice place. Oh, that looks good, but layer order first engrave then cut. Let's check preview. Okay, first the internal cuts, then the external cut last. And it takes 21 minutes. Let's do this. Start. Okay, so it's cutting the mask that I will use to align those parts here. These parts are ready. I can test them. Kevin, I have been doing CNC machines before doing it. So, I know a thing or two about them. The software is good also. EagleCAD for electronic board design and Lightboard for laser machines CAM. They are both good software. So. Now it's testing. Before testing, it's better to do another optical inspection. I'm looking for bridges where you have two solder joints together from a big drop of solder, you have to remove them, or missing solder points. This is very easy board. For my first live stream I chose the easiest one. I'm sure, almost sure it works, because it's just LEDs and resistors, so if something goes wrong you know what very easily. So let's do 12 volts or 10.8 or anywhere in between. Okay, everything lights up. These backlight have, yeah, they look horrible on camera. They're so nice in real life. I don't know why. They are wonderful in real life, and on camera they wash out to white. I think I need a green. Yeah, you see the projected light is a nice red. Look. When this light projects directly into the camera, it whites out. Now I pick professional frost filter. A sheet of paper. Professional frost filter. Okay, now we go. Better, but still. I don't think you can see on camera, but there are 8 individual LEDs inside each of these backlight, and I checked that the 8 are all lit the same. Maybe you can see on the yellow better. Yeah, no. Can't see on camera. I should need manual brightness adjustment. I'm on automatic now. You trust me, they all lit. So this one passes the test and goes to the finished product storage. Not now, I put it and bag it together with this. And it works okay, so test pass. If test fails, you need to do some rework on the board, but I forgot visual inspection. Yeah, test pass is good for the finished product storage, but not now. I'll do a bag for them. I put them aside for now. Now I need the yellow parts for here. Instead of cutting them later, I can cut them earlier. I'll show you how. There's not enough. Yeah, this is the small backlight box. I need yellow small. Okay, let's do one strike. Cube. And when you empty a tube, one sticks there. Okay, one tube. You can first solder them and then cut. Or you can cut them before. I'll show you how. With this machine here. These I found used on eBay. There's a foot pedal. Yes, and the blade inside. and you can just cut parts. No way you can see this, but it's full size and cut size, and you can cut them earlier. Like this, which is slightly faster than cutting 4 times with this one. Slightly faster. If you made a dim version, those yeah, they dim. A different one stage dim, no. They all have dimming. Just that no, Season 3.4 has hardware for dimming but not firmware for dimming. Right? Season 1.2 has both hardware and firmware for dimming. On my boards you find a COM screw terminal, which is undocumented right now. So this is a big reveal for those of listening, but a lot of people already know. But my board supports serial commands for various tasks, including dimming. So you need a microcontroller to set, or a computer, or a Raspberry Pi, an Arduino, an ST8266, any microcontroller or computer with serial output. And you can instruct my boards to do dimming. If you want a ready-made product, you can go to Mario Ravasi website, RTS for Kit. Let me check exact name. Yeah, that's marioravasi.it. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Yes, that's marioravasi.it/RTS for Kit. And he has a core CPU that talks with my boards, and you have dimming and a lot of other functions. You have a message center showing the current playing song. You can have switch pod to control the software. It works standalone or with the car PC. You can do video output. Just check this site. On my YouTube channel, I talked about it during a pandemic. / ideegeniali. Yeah, this smart working during pandemic. Sorry for the ad. Yeah, watch this video. That was the first test we were doing 2 years ago. It was working. It was dimming already in there. But a lot of new features were added afterwards. And just check that website and this video. If you have more questions, drop in an email. Okay, I can't use those shortcuts. Okay. I try to use all slots to distribute the wear of the blade on the whole sides, the whole blade. That's the blade in here. This product is interesting. I have a story about it. This is made in Italy, the product. The same company that makes these pliers and these pliers. It's Pier Giacomi, an Italian company. But if you open it, the blade is Japanese, because best blades are made in Japan or Germany. Sorry for US. I was born in Europe. And we think that Japanese or German blades are best in the world. This one has Japanese blade, and the piston, the foot pedal is Italian, I think, but it's not. You don't need a good quality foot pedal anyway. The piston is made in Germany, and German products sometimes are not that clever or easy to use, but are very reliable and sturdy. And the product design, this compact, this does a task that just saves your wrist. Small size for a small company, you can't find it. You need the Italian genius to develop something like this. So this is interesting that there's a German piston, Japanese blade, and Italian product design. I think it's a marvelous of the global world we live in today to have something like this. A small thing that saves you some time your wrist. Oh. So, if Lasercut is done, I don't think it is. Almost, but not quite there. Safety goggles, and I'll show you. It's on the final cut. We did all the interior cuts, and he's doing the external rectangle. So almost finished. Yeah, I'll do a time lapse of this. The focus of this video is mounting bolts. I know the Lasercut machine are a pleasure to watch, but I think I'll do a video another time about the laser. So while we wait for the LED mask to mount this, I'll do snippety snapped on these boards, and that the bags for the product. Snippety snapped. Let's do close up. CB22. Is it possible to store sound file on the switch pad buttons, retrofitting in MP3 module, for example? I have a MP3 playing your spacemat. As for the switch pod, they light up a red LED and also have a resistive keyboard output. So if you find a resistive keyboard input MP3 playing board on Amazon or AliExpress, I think they work together out of the box. If that's not the case, I can always do a custom board. As for now, the switch pod has a resistive keyboard output to attach to a microcontroller analog input or to an MP3 playing board, which has a resistive keyboard input and adjustable thresholds. I don't have a name for such a product. Another solution is Vario Ravati RTS4 kit. The switch pod connects to the co-CPU, and the co-CPU plays sounds if you have a car PC. And I think that this can be confusing, as I as I told this. So drop me an email and I'll give you more details on this possible solution. Also, do you already have SwitchPod? Need instruction on how to connect it? Or you are planning to purchase one SwitchPod? And I can customize it before shipping. If you already have it, that's an instruction on how to connect to MP3 player. If you need to purchase, I can attach it to MP3 player before shipping. The SwitchPod has one wire with resistive keyboard, also 10 individual solder pads for the 10 individual keys. So if you have an MP3 player that accepts 10 different inputs, you can attach 10 wires, but it becomes a mess. So it's recommended to use the resistive keyboard, which is just one wire for all 10 keys. I don't know if this made sense as I told this, but it will make sense if I write it, so drop me an email. Okay. Also, M3, I recommend using a SwitchPod to control the car, like relays or controlling RTS software, because that's 20 keys, 10 per side. If you want to play MP3 files, I recommend the spacemat because it has 32 keys. But no problem, if you want an MP3 player and a SwitchPod, it can be done. I just recommend SwitchPod for other functions and spacemat for MP3. If you prefer, no problem. If you prefer MP3s on a SwitchPod, no problem. The other one was lost this year. Okay, CB. I did a shout out for Anthony earlier. Did not provide URL because I don't have it on hands. If you want to type it, Anthony just look. And I did a shout out about Scott. I think everybody knows him, but just in case somebody doesn't, he runs this website, Night Industries Echo. Night Industry of Kentucky. Was in the chat earlier, I think it's still here, I don't know. He has lots of product by different vendors, including ideegeniali range of products. And it also does custom things ready to install also. It will mount the parts inside like lower console. You have floppy replica, tape replica, caps, overlay, electronic boards behind here, electronic board behind here, and these were rivets on the original TVShow. He invented a way to use screws that look like rivets here, and he will mount everything together and test it, and will ship everything mounted, so the installation in car is easier, and it does this for the upper console as well. And talk to him, he can do more things that it's shown on the website also. Let's visual inspection. No, you can't see me. You have no internet website, so we can find you on Facebook or what? Bridge spotted. Bridge clear. It's better to spot a bridge than to fry an LED. Okay, I think Lasercut did the job. So we have the LED inserting mask here. Let's raise this so it doesn't touch by mistake and switch it off. Disconnect from computer, disconnect from supply, and push emergency stop so it doesn't laser somebody's eyes by mistake. So we have the LED inserting mask. I didn't try this area, so it's live. I hope it works. If it doesn't, I will just manually align as I did over those years. I don't think it fits here, maybe, no, because I manually align those. So either you start with the mask or you can't start without, finish with. But I can use it like this to align just the small parts. Well, next one I align everything with the mask. If it's a good approach, maybe it's not. I'll just revert to manual aligning. Let's see if it really helps here. Or maybe it's just not a good idea. I don't know. Yeah, this rotates a lot. Without the mask, I solder one pin, manually align them, and then solder the other pins. If the mask can align them all together, it's both faster and better. If it doesn't, I'll go with manual aligning, which is slow but good. Facebook only, yes. You are Tony J on Facebook or what? Maybe it doesn't work at all. Let's see. Yeah, circular LEDs. I have the mass. Square LEDs. It's difficult. I showed those earlier. Those work marvelous with round LEDs. Maybe in another video I'll show how I use them. Self-centering also. Here maybe I have to CNC root them and do some slots on the side so they self-center. These are vertical walls. Maybe vertical walls is not the best approach here. But I think I can be done. Maybe not. It's tight, so if it works, it will align them. Maybe too tight. Maybe I need to use one step bigger. I don't think I can insert and hope for the best. I don't think. Let's try. I don't think the PCB will go there, no. But I can try. I'm experimenting live, huh? I don't have card full. What? Was I recording? This is a live stream. As thick as I really had more. I think instead of larger, I think you need a template like this. I'll draw. I was drawing a car. I'll draw here. Huh? I think the side view should be not currently. This is top surface. You have a slot which is vertical to the bottom surface. Oh no, I don't want to trim. I just draw a line and then. No, this is whole shape right now. I think a whole shape like that with that. Put that. This is self-aligning. You need a CNC machine with a V-mill to mill this. Laser will always mill vertical. Or maybe laser can, if you do small power, a laser can sort of do like this, sort of. Full power cuts, small power stops before cutting everything, and then with a file you can sort of make the slot, but maybe it's too much work. You just align by hand. You're good. I was showing myself, not the video. Okay. Let's do again. Yeah, current profile is like this. For the holes, side view. It doesn't work. I think a profile like this works. You have to CNC machine this with a V-mill, or maybe If you adjust laser power, you can cut not full thickness of the material, but just some. And then with the file, you can sort of mimic this profile. But maybe it's too much work and not worth it. You just are better served just by manually aligning. Let's try if I can first put the LEDs on the mask and then insert the PCB. I don't think. It's feasible. No, they are not aligned at all. Maybe. I can do 5 and 5 instead of 10. Yeah, maybe. Just experimenting. Eh? After some trials in that iteration, either you get a new procedure that works, or you just conclude it doesn't work and revert to, yeah, 5 at times, it works. And these sides can't rotate much because it's big. One component can rotate a lot inside it, so a stripe of 5 doesn't rotate a lot. I think we are good. Now I have to push and click. Push, click, push, click, push, click, push, click. Yeah, they are aligned. By comparison, I will do this by hand without the mask. This I used mask. These 5 are final, and I can solder them. These 5, no mask. This went way high. Went way high on the board. Yeah, just click, 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 click. Now you can see, I think. These 5 align with the mask. These 5 no alignment. You can see they wobble like that. I used to solder them like this and then manually align that with my eyes. And I'll do just that. You can rotate, they accumulate tension and friction. Do the solder joint and they release the friction and stay in the place. So these 5 are manually aligned with my eyes, and these 5 are aligned with the mask I just built. Alright, next board I'll do 5 with the mask and then the other 5 with the mask. Like this, like that. Right. 1, 2. Maybe the small LEDs in template first. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Maybe the LEDs in the template first. Yeah, that was the key. But all 10 together you can't really insert them in the PCB. 5 at a time you can. I can't pronounce that. Drummer, I can pronounce drummer. I have almost all the electronics from you. I did the rest myself. Yeah, great. On that mega controllers. Great, I'm happy. Still working on all pressure sensor and temperature gauge, but we'll solve this problem. Of course you will. If you need help, drop an email. Since you have a microcontroller, you can take advantage of the feature of being able to talk on serial link with my boards. Drop me an email and I'll send you documentation. Sensors photography. You can teach me how to set up the camera better than I did. Looks great, I want it now. Okay. You're welcome. Then clicks. What also? I was doing tight holes to help align. If I align with mask, I can do bigger holes. I have more room to put them in. So it's like that, like that, like that. Okay. Yeah, 5 at a time, it works. Right on too soon. Come on. That's the part that shows. Is it empty? I'll just skip one. Yeah. push click. Maybe I can insert through the mask, maybe. Yes. So next time I can try doing first and last one, and then pushing reminder right through the mask. Maybe that works. Just experimenting. Wow, this is a game changer. Yes. Yes, they are aligned. They are aligned with the mask. Also for rectangular shaped LEDs. Next time I will try, I'll put just the corners in the mask and then insert reminder. I think that works. Now I shut out those containers here. I have these boxes and you can rearrange things inside. And they have those slots on the back to that stay fit even if you leave holes. And when you need to work with them, you can take them away. If you have few of a part, you just wish to a smaller one. If you have lots of a part, you wish to a bigger one. And I have the reference of what I have inside, and they are made in German. They are great. Exceptionally great. These boards just miss the screw terminals and testing, so let's do just that. It is a broken piece, but I know of what. This is this from, I don't know. Let's put here, then I'll check. And I don't have to snap this because I snipped it before. One at the blob of solder. Yep, looks good to me. Let's test it. It has one common ground and 3 12 volt power input for different zones. If you just want to light it up all together, just jumper all the 3 positive inputs together. You can see the power supply. Yep, 12 volts. Okay, and we have 12 volt inputs A, which is yellow LEDs, and 12 input B, green ones, and 12 input C. red ones. If you want to light up together, just need to jump over here. Let me see if I'll edit this light up. There are 2 inside these small ones and 8 inside the big ones. Yep, all light up. Red ones, green ones, yellow ones. Okay. I chose an easy product for a first live stream. Just like this. Okay. Now let's show you where I take all those snakes. I have a snake holder. Now I can show you with current setup with wires on camera. I can show you the holders another time. So these are ready and these are ready as well. I'll do labels for them with this software. Yes, this is a demo label. And H Rainbow Edition. Oh, okay. Too long a product name, huh? Yeah, I'll keep this one. Or maybe other rainbow, yeah. Okay. Then Control P to print 2 labels. I'll show you my printer. Yeah, it's here. Lightly off camera, okay. Control P. Control P. And I have the labels, and then I need bags. This is the bags. Well, too small. These bags serve me for when I handle goods around storage space. I can't scratch them because they are protected from plastic. Alright, and then I provide the screws also. Too small. Better to stick the label when it's flat, like this. A trick when you need to open this bag, if you pull like this, you damage it. It will tear here, or can likely tear. The trick is to slide sideways. And it just opens like magic. So one of each, one of each. And I offer screws also, so let's do the screws. I usually take 20 containers and pick up the screws. I have a file and DD kit project season 34 open. Yeah, I have a list of what I put inside the bags here. So M3 screws. Because we are in Europe, I use M3. In America, you use 440, which is about same size. So if you lose my M3 screws and you are in America, you can use 440. You need 8, so I put 10 to spares. And instead of going into the bags, I go into a box first and then into the bags. Instead of putting everything in the same box and then mix, I use a temporary box. I need 2 cameras to switch. And then pour from the temporary box in the final box. So if I mess up on the temporary box and in the final box. This just I don't count, it's a waste of time counting the washers. Just lots of them. Like salt. And then HP6. 10 of those as well. Spacers, hexagonal spacer. Then I pour them into the bag. I find this faster and less prone to errors than going directly with the bags. And this is ready to ship. I had 2 on stock, I just sold 2 and replenished stock. So I have stock. Because at Christmas time, everybody was skip. I need to produce a lot. So this go to the built products, my storage space, which is I can't show because I have a short cable on camera. I can move the camera around a lot. This go to the built product storage space. And that's all for today's episode. I wanted just to build those 2 boards and show the process. And try the LED 13 mask, rectangular shape, which it worked. I can improve the process, but the mask works. I'm sure it works. I can do this also for the other season 3-4 boards. And as I said earlier, I want to shout out to Anthony, which gifted me a lot of things. One of the things he gifted me was this calculator that they used in the TVShow for the lower spacemat. I did a spacemat and I did photogrammetry on TVShow frames to get the sizes and the distances between case. And this instance is half an inch exactly. So competitor can copy. I don't remember. Yeah, let's say I don't remember which one is half an inch. Yeah, let's do that way. Yeah, I won't show the measures. I looked at TVShow frames. I compared non-size, and I assumed it was half an inch because it's a round number. It was not. It's slightly different than half an inch. I won't say which one and which, if it's smaller or bigger. But I was doing a spacemat. It was almost right size, but not precisely. I had this calculator gifted from Anthony, and I could measure exact measures on the calculator. And now spacemat is exact same size. This is the ideegeniali spacemat, and it matches perfectly the size. In this direction and in this direction. Perfect match. So this is just one example of gifts I received from Anthony that helped me improve the products a lot. Thank you very much, Anthony. Yeah, it's a very helpful guy. It helped a lot of people out. That's my shoutout. I can show you like this. This one. Yeah, this is a spacemat mask version. This one. I never tried my mask on the calculator, but it should work. Let's see. This is the overlay that matches spacemat. Yeah. It doesn't insert because I have this sticker here. Yeah, I draw this on CAD myself, so of course they match. And I think it matches the calculator the most. Yes, it does. This was used in the TVShow. And it matches. So it's correct size. And I measure sizes on the TVShow frames, but it's not the same thing that having the hardware used in the TVShow to measure precisely to the 10th of millimeters. So thank you, Anthony, again. Thank you, Paolo. Okay. I think I had to Tony as well on some projects on testing out his power module. Yeah. That's all, folks, for today. I read what you wrote. Thank you, Paul. Okay. I hope you realize how much you've impacted people's lives by your talents in bringing to life so many dreams owning this vehicle. Where some thought it was impossible. Yeah, I think this. You are telling very good quotes today, Kevin. Thank you for that. That improved the stream for everybody, and that's a good close for this streaming, I think. Thanks to everybody for joining. I hope you liked it, and I think you did, so I'll do more. Because if community likes it, I'll do more. Okay. I end here. That was what I wanted to do. This mask, and it works. And mounting 4 boards ready to shoot them. Okay. So bye bye, folks. See you next time. Bye bye. I don't have a closing title. I'll need to edit one. Maybe next time.